Hey guys, welcome back today. Today, my friends, I want to explain to you why this garbage little stuff is something people are willing to trade their time for. We all know Uncle Sam makes us pay our taxes at gunpoint and all that other stuff, but why do other countries, why does everyone around the world actually take these little green dead people and let us pay for things with them? All right? This isn't just applicable to them in their dollar form. Also, why is it applicable to stablecoins and other things? Well, we're going to talk about that today. All right? And we're going to try and stay out of the ultra conspiratorial, crazy down the rabbit hole stuff. Now, let's stick to the petrodollar. Now, a lot of people don't understand what the petrodollar is, and that's understandable because you know what? Our educational system is absolutely terrible. But that's okay. Luckily, our club is all in the education business. So, let's talk oil. See, the petro and petrodollar is talking about the oil in which we are exchanging our dollars for. See, back a few decades ago, in Saudi Arabia, they found a tremendous amount of oil, okay? I mean, just absolute oceans of oil. And oil is what the whole world's economy runs on. We use it to power our cars, we use it to power our planes, our power stations, literally creating electricity. Everything requires oil in one way or another. You need it to ship your stuff. You need it to make your stuff. You need it for the power to do the things on your stuff. Everything requires oil. It is why Rockefeller was one of the richest people in all of the history of the world. Okay? He found out how to use oil, how to get control of it, and you know what? The government realized it too. So what they did is they went in and said, hey, Saudi Arabia, some nice dino juice you got there. I'll tell you what, you have a lot of trouble with your neighbors. We have guns. We're the most powerful country on the planet. We just won World War II, okay? We own weaponry. We are power. We are power incarnate. And we'll let you have all the munitions, all the weapons, all the stuff you need. We'll have a little bit of protection for you. We'll make sure you're taken care of. And you just got to do one small thing for us. That oil, that dino juice you got, you better accept dollars for it, okay? You better tell everybody if they want your dino juice, you better ship me a box of these things, all right? Cash for oil. Simple as that. We started colloquial referring to it as the petrodollar. Now, some people will get out there and go, hey, whoa, we never had an official treaty. We never, this and that. There's a thing called an informal agreement. You should really wise up to it. It's how most of the world works. You don't need everything to be explicitly spelled out, but we've made it very clear over the years. You deal in something other than dollars for your oil, well, your enemies might just be treated well. As some of you may remember, back a couple decades ago at this point, it feels like, gosh, we're getting old. We were all being buddy-buddy to Iran. We were shipping them absolute cargo loads full of billions of dollars in cash, which is just crazy. We were being their buddy. We were lightening up on them. We were reducing regulations. We were letting them play nuclear and all that. Do you know why that was? Now, some of you may think it's because some of our, leaders at the time were taking bribes and being terrorists. And I would certainly not say that, but I'm not going to say anything other than that's not my current stance. It certainly didn't feel like they were acting in our best interest. But the official reasoning for why we were supporting Iran so heavily at that time and turning around on our previously buddy Saudi Arabia is because the two of them are constantly at war. And they're both big oil countries. So America tends to pit them against each other. You'll find that whenever one of them is starting to be a little ornery, fight back, or ask for things that maybe they shouldn't or we don't want, we'll go to the other side and be like, hey, we're going to lighten up on you. We're going to be a little friendlier with you, all right? Maybe we'll even get a little of your oil. And that usually gets the other side to step right back in line and, oh, sorry, Kate, nope, don't help them, help us. Okay, we'll do a deal. Yes, we'll take the dollars. Thank you. Here's your oil. And that's worked for a long time for us. And while it's not the most formal and, official, regular procedure, it works pretty well because we're by far more powerful than either of these countries. And they have the oil we want, and we have all the dollars, and we have all the guns. So, we've been able to keep a nice steady supply of oil coming into this country ever since the 70s. And yes, we had a problem in the 70s with the whole OPEC and all. That's when we really had to tighten some screws. But we've got that dealt with now, hopefully. And so that's why you see everybody have to need dollars, okay? If they want to buy the oil that runs their economy, they need to get stacks of these things, and then they go, here you go, Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia will take these dollars, and they'll put them in U.S. treasuries. Now, they keep them there because it's nice and safe, and it provides a real small return, but it's nice, consistent, reliable. And whenever they need to buy weaponry, which is constantly, it feels like, they can just be like, hey, government, here you go. Take your money back. Give us the weapons. We can defend ourselves. There we go. Win-win. But this system, it doesn't just allow us to buy oil with our dollars. It does something even more important. It makes other countries need our dollars. So now, our friends across the pond with their pound sterling and all that, usually when they want to buy oil, they have to go, hey, all right, let's take some of our pounds, let's swap them to them, get dollars in exchange, and we'll take the dollars and get oil. So now, everybody needs the dollar whenever they need to go and buy oil for the most part. Now, you'll probably see in the news over the last few years, there's been a couple of deals that have been denominated in non-dollar assets. This is a real problem for America. It's showing that our absolute influence over them is waning a little bit. But the overwhelming majority of all transactions, not just for oil, but all transactions, involve dollars. So, while we may see the petrodollar slowly fade out over time, and while we may hear about other countries trying to take our throne, I hate to tell you guys, the dollar may be toilet paper, but it's the best toilet paper you've got. All right? No other currency is as widely accepted. No other currency is used in reserves nearly as much. And when I say used in reserves, obviously, they're not taking the cash and putting it in a bank account. They're putting in treasuries or some other interest-bearing assets. Like, duh. Nobody's just sitting on dollars. Inflation eats that away. You've got to keep these things moving, doing something. Everybody understands that this, standing here, I'm losing money having this stack right in front of you. In fact, I gotta immediately take this and go start earning some cash on it because while I've been filming this, this stack is worth less than it was when we started filming, which is just, it's a horrifying thought. Has your income went up while we've been watching this? If not, you've kind of lost a little bit of money. I know, it's sad. But that's okay, because the dollar is still the dominant global currency. And as much as I may rag on it, it's going to remain the main currency of the world, at least for the rest of our lifetimes. Unless these elections don't go too well. Then I honestly can't say. Anyway, take care, and remember, in oil and bullets we trust.